Max Verstappen, the 2021 world champion and current leader, recently declared that he isn't actually satisfied by some technical elements in his car, neither his team's upgrade policy. Mercedes and Ferrari are still introducing improvements to their W13 and F1-75 to catch Red Bull and close the gap. However, no official reports or news talk about the Formula 1 current leader Red Bull making upgrades on their RB18 during the summer break. Red Bull didn't reveal any modification to their car all this time, despite the new floor regulations. However, few days before the Belgian Grand Prix, the leader of the championship finally announced some interesting modifications on their car. What are these changes Red Bull are bringing to the RB18 at Spa? We will be revealing for you the newly released news about updates Red Bull are bringing for the coming Belgian Grand Prix, and what does Verstappen think about. Keep on watching, guys. So a couple of days before the end of the summer break and the start of the Belgian Grand Prix, a summer break not as expected in fact, full of contract negotiation and conflicts, Vettel's retirement, Ricciardo's departure, and Piastri's legal situation with Alpine that made a huge controversy in the Formula 1 community. It was all about persons, nothing special about cars. Formula 1 fans are extremely curious waiting to see this weekend what teams have been preparing in their garage the whole month since the last competition at Budapest, as well as the technical upgrades and improvement, especially after the FIA released new floor regulations. Mercedes were the first team to declare car updates 1 week before the end of the break, included in a big package Mercedes started along the season in order to fix their W13 flaws, explaining after many budget cap complaints that they are working according to studied strategy with financial engineers that follow every modification and every upgrade decision to manage the technical development of their W13, all with respecting the 140 million cap. Ferrari have also worked on their F1-75 during the break. The Maranello squad had a tough time dealing with the reliability issues. The team's boss declared officially that his team staff will be introducing changes, increasing reliability, insisting on the importance of having a reliable engine. Ferrari's technical team and engineers are including a new engine hybrid system to the F1-75 car for the 14th round of the 2022 Formula 1 season at the Belgian Grand Prix. Red Bull, on the other side, won 9 races out of 13 this season. Was because of their performing RB18 or because their rivals back off? Maybe both. The team didn't actually announce any intention of making upgrades on the car at the beginning of the summer break. However, after the FIA revealed new regulations concerning the floor and the bouncing starting from the Belgian Grand Prix, the team had to think about changes. Max Verstappen in a recent interview talked about his unsatisfaction regarding many elements in his car. Verstappen, and despite his current position, he still can't feel relaxed and still work hard on his car's flow to win more and more races. The Dutch driver was clear and asked his team for a special improvement. Analyzing the young driver's journey this season, Formula 1 analysts could notice a significant problem causing Verstappen's losing the races he lost the first part. Verstappen was struggling from his car's reliability and overweight compared to the Ferrari's F1-75. The team's engineers tried to introduce small changes working on these flaws, as well as the lack of pace Verstappen faces sometimes, especially during the qualifying session. He was clearly limited by the 2022 car version as well as the first generation of the tire Pirelli developed for the 18-inch wheels, especially during the street track with slow corners. He admitted that earlier, saying that the street tracks are tougher for him, which shows the RB18 flaws rivals may take as advantage. The Spa-Francorchamps circuit isn't a street track, classified as one of the driver's favorite circuits around the world. This legendary track is one of the longest in the World Championship, a little more than 7 kilometers. And one of the most beautiful too. An undulating profile and quick turns in the middle of the forest, lately adapted to the FIA safety standard, mostly because of the 2019 F1 driver crash died just after. So what did Red Bull introduce to their car for the race this weekend? Many elements must be revised. The following 2023 FIA regulations, the car's floor, which Red Bull have been accused of cheating because of its flexibility, will be raised by 10 mm where the rear diffuser begins. It was decided also to raise the sides by 15 mm without deliberating the vertical bulkhead in the diffuser. Technically, these modifications impose a change of the car's whole chassis. But Formula 1 cars have what is called monocoque chassis, which is integral with the car's body. This means changes on this particular part won't be easy to work on during 1 month of the break, and also because of its budget. This principal part of the car is extremely expensive. However, this might be a good chance for the Austrian team to work on another element, making the cars even faster for the coming weeks or seasons: the car's weight. Along the season, Red Bull and Ferrari were focusing on the car's weight point, trying all the ways to reduce it and make their cars lighter. Ferrari could actually make a significant progress on this. The F1-75 pace was great before the engine issues the team faced. Red Bull on the other side couldn't reduce much their car's weight and still working on this. If you're wondering about the importance of this on the car's pace, I should inform you that a Formula 1 car weight affects directly the car's lap time. Increasing the weight makes the car slower, and the car weight loss could be worth to 3 or 4/10 of a second. In a sport like F1, where drivers are separated by few milliseconds, this is a huge, especially for the front teams. In 2022, the minimum weight of the Formula 1 cars is 798 kg, set in the rulebook by the FIA. This mass of the car is without fuel and includes the weight of the drivers too, and fit without dry weather tires. So for the coming Belgian Grand Prix, the teams just work on planks, divided it into 3 parts. The FIA accepted this and allowed teams to subdivide the planks and replace only the most damaged portion. Because of the previously mentioned causes of cost saving and the time limit teams have to go through in order to replace the whole board. With these regulations applied, we will be able to know whether Red Bull and Ferrari and other teams have really took advantage of their flaws. If this happens, it will confirm the accusation to the concerned teams, who push the rules to the limit. But if it won't be the case, Mercedes, which in Hungary could come close to the performance of the two front teams, Mercedes may receive severe criticism or be accused of using this to make a pressure on the FIA for rules changes, hoping to take advantage and come back to the front fight in the middle of the championship. The whole Formula 1 community will be waiting for the Belgian Grand Prix to see the real consequences of the new rule. Red Bull actually worked on another important element in their RB18, the side pods. Red Bull team worked on a new side pods design, following the controversy about Aston Martin accused of copying Red Bull's side pods' current design. Some Formula 1 analysts predict that after Mercedes, Ferrari's current situation confirmed that Red Bull are in fact far enough at the lead, which may allow them to win both championships even if they lose races at the second half of the season. Juan Pablo Montoya, the 46-year-old Colombian driver who's currently competing in the WeatherTech Sport Car Championship, he expressed his deep belief that Red Bull this year are unstoppable and only complacency can stop them. Montoya, talking to Vegas Insider, revealed that it is about Red Bull's attitude and very well studied strategy. This was allowing the team to lead the Constructors' Championship race with 197 points over Ferrari after 13 of the 22 rounds, and as well allowed them to win during the Hungarian Grand Prix even when they started from the 10th position. Montoya commented on Ferrari's strategy this year, saying that they are just putting themselves in bad situation over and over. The 46-year-old driver said that Ferrari could come up with a very fast car, however they weren't able to manage the situation and have a great season. If Red Bull doesn't get complacent at how good they are running at the moment and how things keep turning up their way, as with everything, you look at the race in Budapest, they were starting 10th. Nobody thought they were going to win the race. Nobody was even thinking about Ferrari was racing to defend Mercedes, and when they realized what happened, they were like, oh my god, we got beat again by Red Bull. How can that happen? And they are just putting themselves in a bad situation over and over again. Ferrari come up with the fastest car, and they haven't really used it that well. They made a lot of mistakes, and everybody is wondering, are they going to put it all together? And when they do, is the car still going to be fast enough? Montoya described current situation in Formula 1 of a very interesting, especially with the news and rumors talking about Mercedes introducing a big upgrades to their car not totally revealed yet. I think it's very interesting with the Formula 1 and the way it's going at the moment. The rumors is that Mercedes has a big upgrade coming for their cars. And if that is the case, Mercedes really comes up with a car, which is really cool to see from Mercedes. They stay with their car. Everybody look at what Red Bull did and what Carlos Sainz did. Mercedes stayed with their way of doing their car. It was very interesting. It is very exciting. This weekend is going to be very spicy and particular. Will these new upgrades help Red Bull expand more the gap with the rivals? Can this have a real effect on Red Bull's performance, especially during the qualifying? Leave us a comment down below and invite your friends and Formula 1 fans around you to watch this video. If you're looking for a good Formula 1 content, consider subscribing to our channel. We do our best to provide you with the newest news and updates. That was all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.